In this review, we're with the Action Force Delta Trooper with the Delta gear set by Valaverse. This is my first troop builders I got from Valaverse. I got a few of the other individual characters, but this is my very first troop builders. I've opened about 2 of these. I got one already decked out in his gear. First up, let's go ahead and look at the packaging. It's a really nice, clean packaging. We got the single box. We got the Action Force logo on the front. Some nice artwork of the character on the front of the box. We got, shows 2 different heads. Action Force logo, Delta Trooper, the Valaverse logo. And we got same artwork on the side in black and white. And we got the logo down here. We got Action Force warning, choking hazards on not for children under 5 years old. These are meant for adult collectibles. Oh, we even got their sad onion on the bottom and the barcode on the bottom of the box. Oh, this is nice. We actually got a text spec on the back. We got a bio card. You can cut and save those out like the classic G.I. Joe stuff. Action points. Curious to see what they end up doing with these action points. Scan for additional Action Force products. Let's look at the packaging for the gear set right quick. Gear set is a similar size box, exact same size box. We got artwork of what the gear set comes with. We got the vest, helmet, goggles, knife, pistol, belt, rifle. Got some extra magazines, backpack. Same artwork on the side in black and white. And on the back you see all the different stuff that comes with it. You got the headphones that go to the helmet and different blast effects. Let's go ahead, let's open these up and take a look. First up, let's look at the figure. Okay, it's much like with the way Hasbro used to do with their troop builders. We get the figure in a baggie. And the import style figures do this kind of stuff too. This is cool. We got the figure. Got the figure stand. And we get an alternate head. A bunch of different extra hands and a pistol. We got 2 different style heads. We got for Caucasian white character and for a black character, which I like the build. Since I got 2 of these, I can display it both ways. And it's one thing with my G.I. Joes, they're seriously lacking in numbers. I've been making like kit bashes and customs to add to the ranks because the Cobras are outnumbering them like crazy, and they do all kinds of troop builders for the Cobras, not so much for the Joes. So this is gonna work out great. Out of the packaging, installed on the figure, you get 2 trigger hands, which are vertically hinged. This is the way you should do trigger fingers. They should have vertical hinges. We get 2 sets of fists, horizontally hinged. You get C grip hands, horizontally hinged. And you get 2, either like signaling to your, like, come on, or signaling to your rest of the troops, like, come. These are really cool. Both of these are horizontally hinged as well. I like got a little baggie to keep your accessories in. Let's look at the figure itself. Let's go ahead and look at the detailing on it. Really nice face decos. You got the digital printing on the eyes. I like all the texture and the wrinkles molded into the figure. Looks like a character wearing clothing and not just sprayed on costume like they do with a lot of Marvel Legends. Like with Bucky Cap, this has been a standard for Marvel Legends for the longest time, and it looks like basically a nude body that's been painted in colors. There's no details like on wrinkles in the fabric or anything. It's straight up muscular sculpture onto the figure. One thing you got looks like clothing is the boots and the gloves. But on this, you got some nice details. You got wrinkles on the sleeves, the arms, the chest, the abdomen area. Nice texture on the pants. They molded on zippers onto the legs. And all of it has a nice textured, like cloth looking pattern onto the here. I like the black areas up here is like a mesh like style material. Like the material would breathe if it was real clothing. You got elbow pads molded, knee pads. I like how they did the knee pads so they're not just a solid chunk. Just guard where they need to be. Nice looking boots. Got the straps are on the boots molded. And looks good. For articulation, it's the head is on a disc hinge with a ball joint on top, so it can look up, can look down, full 360. Not much tilt, actually no tilt whatsoever, since it's not like the G.I. Joes. The G.I. Joes have the neck as a separate piece. These are part of the body. Disc hinge shoulders, they go up to here. Full 360. There's a butterfly joint. Kicks back this far. Kicks forward this far. Bicep rotation. Double jointed elbow. Gets you up to here. And you get hinge and swivel wrist. Like the trigger hands are vertically hinged. The other hands are horizontally. Full 360. There's a diaphragm joint, which I love diaphragm joints when they're done properly. Let's see how this one does. Bends back this far on its own, crunches forward more, but there's a ball joint at the waist too, so if you crunch all the way back, you get this much range of motion, and this much forward. Can you rotate at that ball joint? You can rotate at ball joint as well, and the diaphragm joint, and it rotates as well. Great range of motion on this, so you can really get the figure in more like a natural poses. And I like how they round at the bottom of the joint too, so allows for some rocking from side to side as well. Looks more natural when you're moving the figure. When you have like a standard style ab crunch and twist, you get like a break in the sculpt when you move the waist twist. The hips are on drop down ball joints, so they can hinge up and down, much like the G.I. Joe classified figures. And they pull down that far for kicking, allow for more range of movement. So you can kick up this far, and you drop down the hinge. You can kick up a little bit farther, and kick this far back, actually better than the Joes. And it does the full Van Damme. And thigh rotation, double joint knees, and it's very tight. It's a new figure. Get you up this far, and get you boot rotation, hinged ankles. Go back this far, go forward this far. Good range of motion, and ankle pivots. Great range of articulation on this figure. Let's put him to the side and let's look at the gear set. Okay, we got the gear set broke up into different pieces. The weapons here. We got the rifle, the pistol, knife, and the magazines. We got the muzzle flashes and the antenna for the backpack. The plugs into here, as you can see on the one already set up. I like it bagged separately so it don't get broke when within the packaging. We got the backpack, the belt with the holster. We get the helmet with the headset pieces, which you can actually move in different locations. The goggles that go on the helmet. You get the tactical vest. On the packaging, it shows this nice sheath is a separate piece, but it's actually glued on when in the packaging. go ahead and get him geared up. When you got the tactical vest on, it's a little did off screen because it's a little difficult to get this thing snapped together. I found it's best to use like a micro flathead screwdriver, heat this piece up a little bit with a blow dryer, and work in the pegs with the micro screwdriver to poke into the holes. You want this to stay cool, this warm. Makes it easier to get the parts on. Same with like the belt. Heat and pop a leg makes it easier to slide the belt on. The hips are actually made of a softer material, so you can actually just take a blow dryer, heat it up, pop it off the ball joint, slide the belt on, pop it right back on. And let's see, what else we got? We got the weapons pack. That's what I like about this weapons pack. He can actually hold every weapon that comes in this pack. You got the nice rifle with a suppressor on the end. It's got a removable magazine. Those are really nice. You got 2 extra magazines. They go in these pouches in the front. Love the fact these are actual individual pieces and not molded onto the vest. Got a really nice knife. These Valaverse knives are hard ABS plastic. This just right here shows it's not meant for kids too. A little kid swallow that, that's going to cause some injury. Heck, I could actually stab that in my hand. This thing has got a sharp tip. It's really nice high-end adult collectible piece. Goes into the sheath in the front of the vest. And we got that on. We got 2 choices on heads. We got the Caucasian whitehead and the African American blackhead. Both of them look great. You got the digital print tampographs on for the eyes. On the other one, I had an issue with this head. It's like all the paint was really good except for one little spot here. It's like maybe like as a drop of mold release was left on there when they paint it, and it just wiped that paint. That paint came right off. You can see the brown skin tone underneath. So I ended up using some military green. Did on both sides. Makes a nice little contrast. I like the added contrast to just painting those cheek pieces darker green, which I'm going to use this head. Okay, we got a pistol. It goes into the holster. And we got, and do the rifle. That's one thing I like about having Valaverse figures. You get a nice array assortment of hands. I can actually make my Valaverse characters right-handed. All the Joes are left-handed mostly. Pretty much all of them, except for like the big guys. They have 2 horizontal hinges. And all the other Joes and Cobra figures only have a vertical hinge on the left side. The rest of them are all horizontally hinged. We'll go with the head that I touched up, repainted a little on the sides. I like that little extra, like I said, a little bit of dark green. Adds a little contrast and makes them look a little more different, more unique. So the standard one looks fine. Like I said, there's the only reason I did this one because something was wrong with the paint, and I just wiped it right off on that one little spot. The rest of the paint was fine. Like there was a drop of mold release or something that was left on the plastic when they painted it. We got the helmet, and you got the goggles. You can have them up or down depending on how you plug them into the helmet. You can lower the eyes on the down and flip it around, have them flipped up. The last piece to put on is the antenna on the back. One thing I noticed too, though, with this and with the communications on the back, can't really plug this backpack in. It will not plug in. That's a little bit of a issue with this vest, where it's a communications vest. Let's see, we got the muzzle flashes. And the antenna. Oh, and here is the default pistol that comes with the Delta Trooper. It's a pistol with a long magazine, high capacity magazine, and a suppressor on the end. And it is also compatible with the muzzle flashes. Bang bang, pew pew, bang bang. And we got the antenna goes into the walkie in the back. There we go. It looks good. I love these Delta Troopers. This is what I've been wanting to like build out my Joes. These look fantastic. Like with all Valaverse figures, they come with an Action Force display stand with multiple peg positions for different stances onto it. Instead of just a vanilla pose, you can actually, and it's wide enough where you can actually do like a nice action style pose on your stands. With the tactical vest on, you will get just a little bit of impediment with that diaphragm joint, but it still moves really nice. You got nice roundabout motion. Great with all these figures, but one thing you need to be careful with, the little antenna on the back. It is a hard ABS plastic, so it will be, you can break this one. Once it's plugged in, it looks good. If you got other Valaverse figures, you can actually interchange the parts. So I got the Duster, Team Kennedy. You can actually use these hands for a little bit different look if you want to change them up. All these are compatible. I got different style. With Team Kennedy actually came with different headset. So I actually use this one instead of the ones that came with the Delta pack. Change things up a little on these. All in all, these are fantastic troop builders. I love these things. These are such great figures. Articulation's nice. Once you get the gear packs on them, they're just great additions to your Joe shelf. So we were seriously lacking in troop builders for Joes, and these fit the bill just fine. I couldn't recommend these enough. These look so good. So the only issue I got with them, the way these vests are designed, you can't really get the backpack on them. Not really a big issue for me, but would have been a nice option because this is glued on. There's no way to take that off without ruining the vest. Good thing with these Valaverse backpacks, you can actually open them up and store some of the hands and accessories inside of it. So that would have been nice if you were able to carry that, but it stays in a little bit, but it's going to fall out. Not necessary for my needs. I wanted 2 extra troopers for my Joes, since I got such a massive amount of Cobra troop builders. These are a great addition to my shelf. And if you're looking for Valaverse stuff, you can find them on Valaverse's website, Big Bad Toy Store, Dark Side Toys, and several other online retailers. If you like military figures and you like troop building, get these things. These things are awesome. I think Dark Side actually has a desert camo exclusive coming out for them. But anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time.